Hi, my name is Jan Konen. On this week's Journal Club, I'll be covering the cannabis dependency linked to higher risk of death. This article is from the New York Times, and the publisher is Ronnie Karen Robin. So when we talk about the summary, we want to know what the issue is. So in summary, the issue is cannabis use disorder is causing more harm than we think. Cannabis now is way more potent than what baby boomers were smoking back in the 1960s and 70s with the introduction of fentanyl and other tobacco products in cannabis. Cannabis legalization has been associated with the development of schizophrenia episodes, which can lead to death. An interesting fact that I found in this article was that medical records in hospital of patients have incomplete information such as age of schizophrenia and age of heavy cannabis use. People with cannabis use disorder are 10 times more likely to commit suicide than less heavy smokers. Um, in the response to in the response journal to the New York Times article, Dr. Jody Gilman emphasized in a comment that the most vulnerable adults are aged 18 to 24. They're most vulnerable because they have developing brains, and schizophrenia are more at risk in the youth. The public health importance of this study is that cannabis affects multiple parts of the brain. Most importantly, the part that regulates mood, memory, pain, and cognitive. Cannabis also contains THC. Um, the higher THC potent you have in your cannabis product, the higher risks of schizophrenia you expose yourself to. Schizophrenia is a mental illness that impacts how a person thinks, feels, and behaves. Um, it often uh, enables the patient to lose touch with reality. Um, and emergency rooms and in hospitals do not have the critical and well detailed list on potency of THC, which is key to the risk for schizophrenia. How epidemiology is involved into this study. Researchers have captured records data from 106,994 people with cannabis use disorder. They did this over a emergency room visit from 2026 to 2021. The study actually panned over the legalization of medical marijuana in 2015 and for recreational purposes in 2018 in Canada. Um, when when the legalization of recreational purposes in 2018 happened, 3.5% of patients with cannabis use disorder died within 5 years of treatment, as opposed to 0.6% with regular patients. Cannabis use disorder patients who have schizophrenia can report low potency on the products. This is a form of bias. The conclusion that researchers came up with is that cannabis use has been associated with the prevalence of schizophrenia disease. Here are some questions that I have for you guys in this journal club. What are some limitations that you think were identified in this study? Um, if you were a government official in the state of Ontario, Canada, would you implement any laws or regulations to reduce the risk of schizophrenia in adults? And I like this question here too. It says, do you think that the marketing tools used for cannabis poses a risk on schizophrenia? Because unlike like smoking, unlike cigarettes commercials where it's clearly states on there, um, do not smoke, smoking kills, and it has like all the regulations on the cigarette package. Do you think that government officials can do better with the marketing tools that they use for cannabis? These are my references. And thank you guys very much. Have a good day. Bye.